using a glass here, I'm going to come in and press my potatoes down into my cupcake tin. Now, I did kind of puncture a hole into my potatoes to make this a little bit easier, but we're just going to make sure that those softened potatoes just go right into the bottom of that cupcake tin. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so outstanding. Okay, that looks phenomenal. I'm gonna let these cool just slightly, so I'll go ahead and just slide these right out of the way. And I'll grab myself a large mixing bowl. Into my mixing bowl will be some low-fat, oh my gosh, cute little cow, cottage cheese. Now, I love cottage cheese. It's just perfect for adding some protein and thickening up any eggy mixture. So I'm going to put 2 scoops, so this is gonna be about 1/2 cup's worth of cottage cheese right on into my bowl. Next, I have 2 eggs, so I'll just go ahead and happily crack my eggs right on in. Of course, if you don't like cottage cheese and you want to use something different, that is totally up to you, but you have to share in the comments what your idea would be. Next, I have some egg whites. So again, I'm adding extra protein to this. Again, if you want to add more eggs, you can do that. If you want to omit that, you can. And I'm just going to put, though, about 1/2 cup's worth of egg whites in there. So now we're like amped up on protein, but keeping it lower calories. Using my whisk, I'm just going to mix everything together. Here we go. This is gonna be nice, light, and absolutely just phenomenal. Okay, here we go. Another alternative, you can blend the cottage cheese if you're not into that texture, but you know what? It doesn't bother me one bit. I do wanna add a little bit of black pepper just right into my eggs. Just about a teaspoon worth. Go. I love peppery eggs. Here we go, we'll get those in there. And then one more time, nice and quick, I'm just going to mix this together, right? Not too crazy. It takes like 5 minutes total to whip this whole thing together. Of course, not cooking time, but hands-on time, 5 minutes. I'll grab my pan here one more time. This is going to be those delicious potatoes. Oh my gosh, looking so magnificent. And then that same scoop, I don't need to dirty another one, and I'm just going to pour a little bit of my egg mixture right on into each and every one of those wells that we've created with the potatoes. And I think I can just pour that last little bit right in there. So great. Now I want to add some ham. Of course, you can use bacon or whatever meat that you love. And I'm just going to just cut right into my package here. And I'm just going to use a spoon to take my ham little bits and just put a scoop of those bits right in there with my eggs, so we can just break it up as we go. Nice and simple. Okay, I love simplicity. I do not like having to wait too long to get things together. I need easy peasy, okay? So when I'm prepping on the weekends and making stuff for the week, I do not want to spend the whole entire day in the kitchen. A little bit more right there. Boop. We are done with the ham. I want to add a little bit more creaminess, so I have some sharp cheddar cheese, Tillamook, which I absolutely love, and I'm going to just cube my cheese up, and I'm going to place just 1 or 2 cubes into each and every one of these. Of course, you can shred your cheese or do whatever you prefer. Just real quick, pop in my little cubes right in here. Bada bing, bada boom, nice and easy. It goes right back here. I'm loving this so much. Now I just want to season everything up with some chives. So I'll just pop that guy open. Now these are a freeze-dried chive, so they're neither dehydrated or really dried. I love the flavor of the freeze-dried spices. Of course, fresh would be great as well, and you can certainly use dried, but I would maybe mix them in with the eggs when you're kind of mixing everything together if you use them fully dried. Now, get that last little sprinkle. These are so adorable. Let's get these right back into the oven. I've amped up the temperature to 400 degrees, and these will go in for 20 minutes. Let's do this. These puppies are done cooking. Let's check them out. These are looking so amazing. I cannot wait to give one of these a try. They are cooked to perfection, so I'm just going to use my spatula here. I'm gonna pry one of these guys up, just kind of get in the edges. Oh my gosh, cooked nice and crispy. Here we go, we'll get that whole thing up, and wow, that is looking magnificent. Now they probably could cool a little bit longer, but would you look, we have a little perfect potato and egg bite. Now in my house, we are hot sauce lovers, so I'm going to put just a little bit of hot sauce right on top of my egg like this. Oh my gosh, I'm just putting just the tiniest little bit, but it's fine. You know what, now it looks beautiful. Like artwork. Check that out. Here we go. Let's give this guy a taste. Here we go. Woo! That was hot. Wow. Okay, that is delicious. It's an all-in-one easy breakfast and you can take it on the go. Let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget, share this guy with your friends. It's so good.